Well, hello there, and welcome to Tuesday Talk. Hey, Gretchen, I'm here, but pulling a dar and sanding on my piece. I'll let you know if I do not hear you. Thank you. I have been having such technical difficulties already. So I don't know whether my camera is going to behave or not, my overhead camera. So far, it's not. But, and before I came on, I did battle with the angriest stink bug that I've ever encountered. Normally they're just really docile. We seem to have a lot of them. I hate them. And I think now they know that I'm going to get them, and flush them. So this one was angry. I think he was the king of all the stink bugs, and he was sent to, revenge his brothers. So anyway, I won. He's outside and I'm here. So he was really, oh, I hate that. You hear them go zzz, zzz, and then they click when they land on something. Yuck. Anyway, I'm really happy you're here. And tonight we're going to we're going to work on a mold that has been just had my heart since the beginning. So it's this one called Spring Garden, and it's this cabbage leaf right here that just has me all excited. So we're going to do some trinket dishes, and that's the main project that we're going to be working on. But I also have another project too that I may or may not get to, but it involves the cabbage leaf as well. So I'm going to show you a picture. So the day of the IOD release, my friend Brenda and I drove to, I never get it right, to Maryland. And I'm going to show you these pictures. So in this antique shop, there was this little, this head of cabbage, this little vintage head of cabbage with these little bunnies on the top. And so I really, we went thrifting afterwards, and I bought this little dish that I'd like to try and recreate that thing on. So I'm kind of working on it. I started it. I'll let you know where I'm at with it. But we'll focus on the trinket dish, and if we get to that, then we'll get to it. So welcome in, and I'm glad you're here, and we're streaming live on the Facebook Statement Design page as well as the YouTube Tuesday Talk page. So I'm all fired up because of the stink bug. So the first thing I want to do here is to pour a mold. Now I'm going to try this overhead camera. Like I said, it wasn't behaving earlier, so we'll see. So it seems like it's frozen. I'm going to try to move things around. Let me know if you can see any movement or if it's just a frozen screen. What I'll do here is I'll do a split screen, and you can let me know. I mean, I can pretty much see, but there's been other times when I thought it was frozen and you guys said it wasn't. So anyway, I did do one little trinket dish, and it's so hard to see in the light, but yes, this camera is not working. So I'm not sure what the problem is, but so we might as well get rid of that, right? It's moving for you? Okay, so you see my hand on this dish right now? Because I'm just in shock because it's totally frozen for me. I'll make it a big screen. Do you see my hand on the dish? Moving? Let me know before I carry on. But here's the back of, okay, it moved a little bit, but not much. Okay, now it seems to be there for me. Okay, well, all right. It's crazy how it's frozen for me. Anyway, this is the back of this dish. And then here's the inside, which is nice and smooth. So it's just a little trinket dish for you to put rings and such on. So we're going to go ahead and pour a mold. And we're going to use amazing casting resin. And if you've never used this, it's as easy as can be. You do part A, part B. And so I made a couple of these leaves today. So, oops, first thing first, get gloves when you work with this stuff. You don't want it on your hands. I've never been bothered by any smell. I don't think it smells. But if you're working with resin, it's best to just have proper ventilation and use gloves. All right. So, Gretchen, are you working on the AI, my furniture flip piece? Or no? Yeah, you didn't submit one of those yet, I don't think. Oh, okay. So I today did this a couple times, and I have found that the first one, I'm using 15, whatever it is, milliliters in there. 15 and 15, and then the next batch, I use 10 and 10. And that pretty much fills it. And I could have a larger cup here, but I'm just using what came with it. Because I went and got another container. So I called ahead. They were so nice at Hobby Lobby. And I asked if they could possibly put one up at the front for me. Just because, my legs feeling a whole lot better, both of my legs, after the fall. But I just didn't want to walk through the store. And I also wanted to make it kind of quick because I'm also catching up on my custom orders that I'm working on. So you mix it rather slowly. You don't want to really mix it real fast because then you'll incorporate some bubbles in there. But it gets cloudy first and then it gets clear. And today I think I had some bad mixes because my mold was a little sticky. It usually comes out nice and clean. So the mold was okay, but it was just a little weird. So just making sure we get it really good and mixed up. And when it's a little warmer, it seems that it'll cure a lot faster. I'm having trouble finding my words today. I saw a little tip from someone who said, pour your part B in first because it's heavier than part A. So it'll go to the bottom. So I don't know whether that's really a tip that is important or not. Sometimes I put a little stick underneath there just to make it more level. If I see it going to one side more than the other, I'll do that. Sometimes it amazes me how I have, you're using equal parts, but sometimes it seems like I always end up with more of the part B when the bottles are empty. I don't know why. Anyway, it's getting warmer, and I hope that it's nice where you live. Gretchen, it probably is really nice for you. It was beautiful today. I think we got to 60. But I keep seeing all this stuff about snowstorms, but it's not for us. It's for the West, the Midwest, and out to California. So I guess Northern California looks like it's going to be I keep reading 8 feet, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a lot of snow. And so glad we're not getting it. because I'm over it. We didn't get much, but well, we did. We had a good snow, but it's been a while. It's been several years since we've had this much snow, but not a fan. It's pretty at first, and then I'm over it. Okay, so this is nice in here. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but I do want to kind of push it out of the way. The cabbage mold is such a big mold that it's funny with the clear cast, or the not clear cast. 45? How is our temperature higher than yours? That's crazy. Okay, so I want to keep this kind of flat, but you can see it's already starting to cure. The bigger the mold, the faster the cure. So I don't know why that is, but it's a thing. Okay, I go through so many gloves when I work with resin. So I wanted to show you this mold I got from Amy Howard. It's wooden. I guess it's a cookie mold. Hey, Dar. So I don't know why, but anyway, I'm going to try clay in it because that's the only thing I could think would be flexible enough to get it out. So Dar, I know we talked about this before, but this is for cookies. It's a cookie mold because I looked it up. So I didn't read clear enough when I ordered it, but you've been colder than North Dakota. Well, that's crazy. Okay, so as soon as this is partially cured, I want it to be all white, but I still want it to be soft. I'm gonna use these two dishes, which is exactly how I did this one earlier. So Dar, here's what I've got so far. I'm using this cabbage leaf out of the spring garden mold and making a little trinket dish. So now I could use your expertise as a decoupage expert, a fellow made by Marley brand ambassador. But we're used to using heavier paper, but I think I'd like to use a napkin in here and decoupage, but I have this big fold and that concerns me. So, my napkins were just here. How do I lose things like that? I tell you, I'm a hot mess tonight after the battle with the stink bug, but I am victorious. Okay, where did it go? There it is. Okay. Oh. So I saw this little trick for if you do use decoupage for napkins for decoupage. So you want to separate the plies, but I saw somebody do this with tape. And I thought, well, we'll try that trick. So I just have some masking tape here, blue painter's tape, but I guess you just stick it to the edge and that holds it for you to separate it. Whoa. That works like a charm. And save your inside plies because you can stamp on them and use them for decoupage paper also. So I'm going to see if there's another ply here. It would help if I looked at the package. Oh, I probably threw it away already. Let me see. They are 3 ply, so I do have another layer to get off, which I thought I saw. There it is. Okay. It's coming off in pieces. There it goes, but it's coming off. Okay, so ripping my napkin too. These are very thin plies, let me tell you. Okay, hopefully we have enough left for our decoupage. So I see what I ended up with. It tore a little bit. So I think we'll be okay, but I'm gonna Gonna get rid of that part, but the tape trick really works. Maybe Scotch tape would be better. I'm gonna try to move this out of the way a little bit. I also tried something different with my camera tonight so that it's a little bit closer. So hopefully that is working. I'm gonna flip this around. I feel like we need a little more this way. I don't know whether it's actually gonna help or not, but we'll try it. So we'll see how this goes. See if we can get the wrinkles out of this for the Trinket dish. So I'm just going to use some Mod Podge. I have matte. Because that's what was handy. So I'm going to paint the inside of this Trinket dish. It's so nice and smooth. So when I say paint, paint with the Mod Podge. I'm going to get a nice smooth coat on here, and I'm just kind of painting in that crease, and hopefully we'll get it to go in there and behave. Dar, was it warm for you today? It was nice here, almost 60. I think it might have gotten to 60. All right. 48. Okay, wow, we're in the tropics here. Okay. Wish me luck here. I'm going to start in the middle. Just kind of keep painting outwards. I want to find my little fold where it is, and are you guys being able to see this? Okay, where's my fold? Where is it? Okay, it's over here. All right. So far, so good. It's looking pretty good in there. I'm just going to keep saturating this little napkin, and hopefully it'll just go nicely. Ah, these napkins are really thin. It just ripped. Okay, I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm going to take this little piece out, and then I'm going to patch it. And slow down. And that is, yeah, that's where my little wrinkle is. So, hey, this might be a good thing. Maybe. Hey, Charlene. Almost didn't get the spring garden mold until you said it was your fave. So I got it knowing you would be demonstrating awesome ways to use it. So we are making Trinket dishes today. Hi, Leslie. Yep, don't get upset. Yeah, a little Trinket dish. I have another one ready to put in the mold, but this one I did earlier today. And right now I'm decoupaging a napkin that is very thin into the center of the bowl. And then we're going to paint the outside. I think we're going to do watercolor because it's so pretty. Yeah, if this whole thing was smooth the whole way around. So, Charlene, are you expecting snow? I keep hearing about 8 feet of snow, and then I look and it says California, and I'm thinking, what? Maybe not where you're at. I'll have to show those pictures again that I showed in the beginning. If we have time, I have another project to show you that I might possibly work on a little bit. So this all looks pretty good. I'm going to let that dry, but I'm going to patch that little piece. So let me see. I have scissors here somewhere. There's a little pair. So right here, there was berries and leaves. In the grand scheme of things, I don't really think it's going to matter that much, but I'm just going to take some of this excess here and hopefully I'll patch it convincingly. So I had these berries here, so I'm just going to take this piece over here and I'm gonna leave it whole. It had heavy rain all day yesterday. That's considered our winter snow. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna kind of wet this thing because I still need to patch a little bit here. I think I'll get my scissors in here. I think, you're never going to know after all this. I have that feeling. I feel confident. I have never seen such really super thin napkins. It's what you get all the rest of the time in Michigan. Okay, I'm gonna kind of double this up so I know that I have enough glue under it. Hey, I think this is gonna work fine. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna wait until it dries to get the stuff off the edges. But I think this is gonna be a little cutie. Don't forget, oh yeah, thank you, Dar. You're right, it's nice and warm. We'll pull it here in a minute and I'll show you how I got this. So I'm gonna flip this over a second so you guys that just popped on can see the back. So as soon as this dries, then I'll pull away this excess paper. Should be easy to do now, but maybe I should do that. Yeah. I'm going to do it like a pie crust. Michigan names always kind of make me laugh. Of course, we have Pennsylvania has a lot of funny name towns too. Like the whole, like, Amish area, the bird in hand and all of that stuff, blue balls and intercourse, those are really names of towns. I kid you not. Okay, I think it looks really, really, really cute. Leslie says, I was searching Google yesterday for how to make a DIY flower drying bowl. This is perfect. I never found one yesterday. Oh, good. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, this is going to be adorable. So I'm glad that worked. There's a few little wrinkles. I'm still trying to be kind of delicate because, like I said, I don't want to tear it again. So I'm just going to let the wrinkles that are in there alone. I say that and then I keep putzing, but I do want to get these edges because I want them to be nice and smooth. I'm thinking after painting that I can put gold around it. And Dar, you're right. I got to get back to my mold here because it's just about right. So we just poured it about 10 minutes ago, maybe. Still warm. And we're just gonna pop it out here. So it's nice and flexible because it just came out and it's still warm. So what I have here is I have a couple bowls. The flat cabbage leaf wasn't making sense. So glad you demonstrated the curved rounded mold to make it look like cabbage. Yeah. Okay. So I have two. These are Pioneer Woman measuring cups. I love these bowls. We use them for dips and everything else. But these are the two, nesting sizes. So I'm putting, I just don't like putting this stuff right next to my food. So, so that's why I'm just putting that in there. Okay, so we want we want this to be, I have to think a minute. Yeah, so we want to put this down like this. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that camera's back. Okay. So I'm just pushing it down as far as I can, and then I'm going to put another piece of saran over this other bowl, and I want to try to make this as even as I can in there. We're going to end up with another fold, but I think that's probably inevitable. And now I'm going to squish and set this down, and then I'm going to put something kind of heavy on it for a little bit. Let's see. What do we have? I could put my jar of brushes. I could put the Amy Howard Easter egg mold on there like that. And then my thing, I have paint here. I could do that. The Mod Podge, we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to set this off to the side though. But that's what's going to happen. And it really doesn't take too long because I did this afternoon and it worked pretty quickly. So, I want to show you this other project here, and I'll show you my pictures again. So, the day that the IOD thing was released, Brenda and I went to Maryland to, why can't I say it right now? Ferry. Oh my gosh, Jessica, she's watching. Anyway, sweet girl, and I'll put her channel up later. Her she doesn't have a YouTube channel, but her Facebook page. But anyway, while we were thrifting, or while we were in the antique shop, because her shop is in an antique shop, I saw this adorable little cabbage dish with the little bunnies on top. So we went thrifting after, and I bought this little dish, which I'm going to try to simulate. So, so here's what I got so far. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So this is the lid, obviously. So far, I have 2 leaves on here, and I have them all taped up. They've been sitting quite a while, so let me untape and see where we're at with things. Now, I used super glue today. I think I should have used some E6000, and I probably should have done the trick where I use a little hot glue along with it to hold it, but I wasn't really thinking. So I wanted to put this around this dish and leave the dish in here so that it could be used for candy or whatever. But I don't know. This is so experimental. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out at all. So the first leaf I did, okay, and it's still sticky. That was the one that wipe my hands a little bit. See, I don't have my gloves on. But that was the one I'm gonna feel like I don't connect with you if I don't put the screen up every now and then. But so I started layering the leaves along here. So you can see, probably better with the camera. See, one of my leaves just fell off. Ah, the other one's going to. Okay, so work in progress here. But anyway, that's what we got so far. Maybe it's best to just have them folded and then work on it. But well, I hope it works out. I'm just gonna have to keep you posted on this one because this is I mean it's turning out, it looks cute, but it's not exactly what I was thinking, you know. So I have a lot of work to do. Maybe it's just I'll use it as kind of a mold. I don't know. We have a dog barking contest, I guess, my neighbor's dog and mine. So I'm going to just do what I did earlier today. So I had this cottage cheese container, finished it up for lunch, and I just had it set down in here to hold that on there. So work in progress. I'll keep working on that. Let me come back to you here. Okay. Like I said, that one was really sticky. So I hope, who knows, I might end up doing a whole other leaf. So let's get back to our dish here and see how it's going. So it looks kind of cute. I love it. So let's work on the outside. Just lay it down here. And I don't think the watercolor would work right on there. So I'm gonna use some chalk paint on there first. What do you mean, Dar, won't stay? Oh, the glue non-porous to non-porous won't stay. I'm not with you there. Please explain. Okay, this color is called Cucumber Ice. It's a Dixie Belle color. And I think, oh, Gretchen, I didn't miss that lovely idea. My great grandmother made a porcelain cabbage bowl that I still have. Looks so much like that. Oh, cool. I need a drink. Anyway, this color is called Cucumber Ice. So hopefully it's a good color for this. I'm actually doing a client, the last kitchen that I swear I'll ever do. I said that before I accepted hers, but she has a friend, so I accepted it. I think that's good cabbage color. But anyway, that's what we're doing her cupboards in, because her whole house is done in like turquoises and just all shades of greens and aquas and blues. It's really cool. Oh yeah, this is a good color. I might have to add some, you know, some shading or something to it, maybe some wax. So I bought a few things when we went to get the new IOD release. I think it's fairy dust, fairy dust, furniture and home decor, I think. Isn't that just a perfect color? I don't know whether you can see that. Those watercolors beside you are gorgeous. Yes, I love my watercolors. I have fallen in love with them. So Dari says, it's like when you sand stuff to get your paint to stick. Both your surfaces are non-porous. The glue didn't want to stick for some reason. Try the E6000. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, because what I was using was a super glue, kind of a gel super glue. I don't think I had enough on it either. But I might try the trick though, where you use E6000 and then use the hot glue as well to give it a temporary hold until it dries. I just might try that. Yes, Hagerstown. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. It's like Hanover, Hancock, and Hagerstown. It's like they all start with H and they're all in Maryland, and I can't keep them straight. It's been a stressful evening with, you won't believe, like I was pretty well prepared, earlier today and got things ready. But right before I went on, I'm not kidding you, the stink bug battle was unreal. Some of those super glues stay right on there, not for non-porous. Hey, Brenda, I've been talking about you. I don't know whether you heard anything that I was telling, but I showed pictures. I have to back up and show Brenda. Let me see. So I showed them the picture of the cabbage dish and the thrifted dish. And I always forget to get rid of that. Okay. Well, here's what I'm trying to do with that, but it's so far the glue is not sticking, which is what we were discussing. But I'll hold it up here and then I'll put the other camera so you can see it. That's what I've got so far, but it's needs re-glued. So, and then I did send Brenda a video that I will have to send you guys of a lady I saw on YouTube. She just did the coolest things with this new release, IOD release. So Gretchen, the stink bug thing, it was unreal. This is resin. This is amazing casting resin. But since you asked about the clay, I am going to try doing one. Do you guys remember whenever I put the paint in the air dry clay and did the jewelry? I still have that green clay. So we're going to give it a whirl and I'm going to try it. But yeah, the stink bug thing. So like I said, they're just usually pretty docile. But this one was mad. You would, what, Leslie? I'm letting that dry because we're definitely going to finish at least one trinket dish tonight. Love to see what that person made. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to, I'll look for it and then I will put it, as soon as we're done, I'll put it in the comments. Sometimes I say that and then I forget, but I'm going to remember because it's just really cool. Because what I was thinking of, she did the coolest things with the bunnies. And I think you could do this with other things as well. She made it like dimensional because she did one side in resin like this, and then she did the other side in clay. And she rolled up clay and put it in between. So she really like made it 3D. So that's what I was thinking of trying with the bunnies, because I have that other mold here. I'll show you. So it's right here. So there's 3 different bunnies. But now, obviously, I wouldn't be able to, that's okay. I always send things prematurely. I would just use their heads in this project, but I think like these two, I mean, there were three on that one, and typically, three things are more pleasing to the eye, but I think that that would be kind of fun to try anyway. Maybe I need a bigger bowl. Okay, so this is air dry clay that I used paint with. I just poured in some paint, so it has stayed nice and moist. So we'll see. We shall see. I also saw somebody doing, because I'm obsessed with clay, I also saw them rolling out the clay, which I have my little roller here. I'm going to do it. Can I do it? I have to make room for it though, because I need to cut it down because it's way big, way too big. So put it up here so you can see it, but get the other stuff out of the way. I'll just roll it out a little bit. I know, isn't that bunny mold adorable? Because there's also an egg in here. Oh, and I'll have to show you guys something too. If you were here last week, so I started doing the TV show. It's called Workshop Wednesday, and it's every other Wednesday. So it kind of piggybacks off Tuesday Talk. So what we do on there, I usually try to finish now and show on there. So next week, we're decoupaging again with napkins, some dinnerware. So we're going to use dishwasher safe Mod Podge and make some dinnerware from clear glass plates. So easy peasy project. So yeah, I saw somebody do this and it kind of worked out nice. So I don't think mine's working out as nicely, but we'll see. We shall see. I do have the heat gun, so I can kind of dry that a little bit, but maybe I'll just use the watercolor to give me the detail. That cucumber ice is like the perfect color for that. Are you gonna have those fellas do that? What fellas? Oh, you mean the guys on the show? Maybe. I don't know. I usually do try to give them something. Now, the one guy was a guest host, so the Jack is the regular, and then the other guy that was on that day was a guest. So they've been doing guest hosting. I don't know whether they're going to get another permanent host or just continue doing that. We'll see. But yeah, it's always fun to show them. And Gretchen, no, they did not both come together. They're both separate. And I also love the extra things that are on this one. I haven't made a carrot yet either. So there's the, leafy part of the carrot. There's a little pea pod, and then there's this snail. So all things found in a garden. Okay, I'm anxious to see how this turns out. I'm gonna one more time get the excess off of here. Now with clay, after I get the excess pulled away, I often like to put it back in. Then it seems to come out really nicer for me. A whole lot of excess here. So I have a whole bunch of projects coming up, and also if you check out the website statementdesigns.org, then I am selling the products that I do on there. Leslie, can you add that link after the video? Was it Watch It Wednesday? No, it's Workshop Wednesday. Yes, I can do that. What I'll do is I post it on my Facebook page, on the Statement Designs page, because it's a local TV show. So it's like not, I don't know whether you can, I don't think you can watch it live on their website, but I'll post it on my Facebook page. So Statement Designs Facebook page. Okay, so there's our little cabbage leaf. Now it's dusty with the cornstarch, and it also has some texture. This is the drop cloth that I have down that I was doing. So anyway, but that'll all come off eventually. It's cute. You could do a dish with this as well. But okay, so let's get back to this one and see what's happening. I think I'm going to have to get the heat gun out here and do a little drying. And I also want to grab those things. So just watch it dry. See if you like watching paint dry. And I'll be right back. So I'm still moving a little slow. If some of you may know that I took a little fall. Well, for my age, it was a big fall down my steps. And it hurt. I kind of broke my knee. They say it's a broken knee, but I don't think it's really a broken knee. I know you're thinking, what are you talking about? But the x-rays showed, they said my knee was fractured. Then my other doctor that looked at the x-ray said my tibia was fractured. Then the ortho doc said I had a bone spur that broke off. It's okay as long as it dries without dripping. Okay, but here's the one that we finished. And that one's the hop, hop, hop. If you remember, we were working on that. And oh, and also, guys, I'm going to test my internet in my basement and see if I can stream from the basement, because I'm going to make myself a new workshop. So here's the other one we did with the Made by Marley paper, the spring set, and did also the tulips that were from the new release. And then I just used some fabric around it. And I think they turned out cute. Oh, thank you. It was actually my other leg that hurt worse because I essentially did a split and it was hard and fast. Okay. Hey, Crystal. How you doing? Just in time for the heat gun. That was last week. We're doing the inside. I don't want to put the heat too much on this because I don't want to unbend it, you know? All right, so here's what we've got on the inside. I think it's looking cute. And the outside. I love that little fold. So, okay, let me get some watercolor here. And so I used the cucumber ice. I don't know what color do you think would be good to bring out all these little love the heat. Okay, let's see here. If I can get it open. All right. Get that guy out of the way. I think I'm just going to use another green. and then kind of wipe it back a little bit with a baby wipe. Okay, so what I usually do, because I just don't keep water here, is I usually just spray the pan, with a mister. And that gets my paint wet, and I spray the brush too. So I'm just going to use this green here. It's a very green, but we'll wipe it back, and hopefully that'll just kind of stay. Oh yeah, I like that. I like it. I think it looks pretty cute. Okay. We'll get a couple greens here. Then I may have to get up again and grab some gilding wax, because I want to put a little bit of gold around the outside edges there. You're doing Facebook and YouTube. You are multi-talented, girl. I think this is really cute. I really like it. How did I ever survive without the Mr. Spray? I know. I used to say the Mr. Bottle. And my husband thought I was saying, like, like, what is it, Mr. Bubble or something, a bubble bath. He thought I was just calling the bottle Mr. Bottle. Oh, silly. He laughed every time I said it. And he also thought it was funny because he would always film for me when I would do a live, like for Dixie Belle. And I'd say Mr. Bottle, and he'd just laugh like, really? Okay, I think this looks convincingly like a real cabbage leaf. Okay, I know. Okay, and the inside's looking really good too. So give me 1 second again. Boy, I'm just like on the move tonight, aren't I? And I'm going to check. Oh, I'm going to hold this up too. I think you guys saw this, but I'm going to hold it up. So this was the other project, the little door hanger that we did with the Amazon package. So, okay. Mr. Bottle. All right. I'm going to grab the gold and we'll be right back. I have some Lels Luster here. I guess I could mix that. Dar, help me out. What should I mix it with? Wait, I thought I had it right here. Yeah, I do. Do you think a little, if I mix it with a little Mod Podge? I mean, I don't have any clear sealer here at the moment, so I'm going to try that. I'm just going to dip. I'd never guessed that was a paper package under there. Yeah. A little fun project. Yep. Dar, you're a woman of few words. Yep. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. And I feel like I'm wasting it, but I'm just going to, I'll have it all over my hands. I'll be gold finger, but I'm just going to put a little pile of it there. Aw, thank you, Crystal. You do too, girl. I'm blessed to be, surrounded by people that are creative. My flippin' bunch sisters. We're all great minds, huh? We feed off of each other. We ask each other for advice. So probably should wait till this is totally dry and just file it, but I can't wait that long. Okay, I also should have poured a little Mod Podge out, but I'm living dangerously here. This is adorable. I think I'll be making more of these because I can see all kinds of different patterns, and you wouldn't necessarily have to use decoupage in there or a napkin. I mean, you could use anything really. I mean, it would have to be, you could use a tissue paper. You could, I guess you could maybe stamp the other plies of the napkin and do that. Well, you're a fun partner to take a road trip with too, and so is Gretchen. My road trip girlies. All right. I think that is super cute. What do you think? I love it. I'm very happy with it. And I probably, because of the bottom being, yes, Crystal, Dar, we need to get together one of these times. Yes, but you're only in Altoona. Oh, by the way, got to tell you something. Speaking of driving the wrong way on a one-way street. Okay, so I have to tell you the story real quick. So my husband and I were both coming home from the gym in separate vehicles just because we met there. And we both passed. So there's like a 4-lane on the way to our house. And so we were on, both on the side headed, so it's 2 lanes, but we passed, there was all kinds of police cars and everything. There's a van, like a minivan, that is facing this way. There's like a big fence over here for the railroad, and they were like through the fence facing the opposite direction. We're like, how in the heck did that happen? And also very thankful that we weren't in the path. But here, read today, my neighbor sent it to me, that it was a stolen vehicle, and they had all kinds of drugs and everything, and they were trying to outrun the cops. So yeah, that's what happens here in Altoona. Thank you, Gretchen. I think the colors are pretty perfect too. But anyway, Brenda, that was nothing like that, going that wrong way on that street wasn't so bad. And then my friend the other day, she was going, it was a different situation, but she said, it's okay. She said, I'm already here. So she didn't turn around either. Oh, okay. So this one has already taken the shape, the one that we did just this evening. Now it has a different shape. Now this has a little, I think I would like to sand that. I don't know whether you can see the texture in that. I don't know whether it wasn't quite, set, and the saran put the wrinkle in, but I think it's cute, and they all set nice too. I mean, this one especially sets really nice. This one's not so much, but still, if you're just going to put rings in it or whatever, I think it would be cute. So I see more of these in my future. I think they're really, really cute. And I also want to continue to work on that other project and let you know. And let's see, I just want to take a minute and see if we can do one of these crazy molds. We have to have a little redemption on the Amy Howard's front. So I'm just going to use this green, put pads under it. Yeah. The other thing you could do if you wanted to do it with the clay is you can make a little like snake ring and then put it under there and like make like a foot for it, you know. So we're going to see if this comes out. I have no idea. So Crystal, I know we were talking about the mold from Amy Howard, the wooden mold, and like how do you get that out? It's for cookies. It's a cookie mold. So I'm thinking with dough being similar in consistency to clay, that maybe we can get the clay out. Okay, I'm gonna use the trusty roller here. When I use real clay, I usually take it out and press the bottom flat while it's still soft. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm imagining those dry cookies like real Mexican cookies and the non-crispy English cookies more like stale cake. Is Amy Howard American or British? I'm not sure. Oh, Crystal. Poor Amy, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Hmm. Well, yes, Crystal, it was advertised as a cookie mold, I think. I didn't realize it until later. I just was like, oh, Easter eggs, how cute. And I didn't realize it was wooden. I'm sure they said that's what it was, but you know, sometimes I get overexcited. There is a little Easter egg on the one IOD mold, but it's not as big as this. Okay, folks, how do I get it out now? I'm pushing the clay back in to see if that'll help. It's not completely flat on the back, but if I could get it out, this might be fun to put two sides together. Hey, Jenna, we are making trinket dishes, and right now I'm just fooling around with a cookie mold trying to use air dry clay. Hey, guess what? It popped out. Nice. So, yeah, so I could see some cute molds. And like I said, you could do the other side and have a dimensional one. Okay, well, I feel a little better about that. So Jenna, here's what we did. We used the new IOD cabbage leaf that was from the new release with the carrots and all that. This is called Spring Garden, and made a little trinket dish. So I did it with amazing casting resin, and then I put it in these two bowls with saran, nested them together. And I think I could use some more. I might do that. I don't know. It seems pretty set though. Sorry about that. Seems pretty set. So maybe I'll just go ahead and do that again. But then decoupaged a little napkin on the inside and then painted the outside and used Dixie Belle's cucumber ice. And then went over it with some watercolor. It's been a long day. And then used Lel's luster, the gold leaf, not gold leaf, but it's gold powder. It's like a, I can't come up with words tonight, but anyway, so there you have it. I love this little project. I have napkins that we're going to use on those dishes that are also these colors. There's all kinds of different ones. So you'll be seeing these again next week. all kinds of pretty patterns. There's the damask, and then there's the birds and butterflies, and let's see. And there's that. I think these would be pretty like mix and match, you know. I think that's all the different patterns. Oh, there's one more, I think. Like a larger rose. One looks wrinkled. There, you can see it better. Okay, well, after all of the traumatic things, yeah, I got them from Amazon. So what a night, huh? Let me put the camera back up. Yeah, I think they'll be really pretty. So I went to the Dollar Tree and there's two different sizes. There's dinner plates and then there's salad plates. So gonna be doing that. And I got dishwasher safe Mod Podge. So I want to paint that Easter egg, Gretchen says. I know. I want to do some too in regular air dried clay and do this. Because I do think they're pretty. Because there's another one too, the one with the flowers on it too. It'll be fun. So yeah, so what a night. I fought a stink bug and won. An angry stink bug. And the finished products will be for sale on the website too. Yes, they will, on statementdesigns.org. And what else? Join us tomorrow night on the Flippin' Bunch. Star is hosting, and we're going to review the AI My Furniture Flip. And nighty night, Charlene. And what else? Talk about a resin pour, the river resin pour. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I had a lot of fun with our little trinket dish, and I'll be making more of these. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Love ya and have a great night. My husband loves willow and blue, but I have only 4 pieces left. Those napkins would be a great alternative. Yes, they would be. All right. Bye, guys.